What if the world as you know it is not as it seems? A curious proposition, isn't it? But think about it. Our perception of the world is shaped by a myriad of factors. Our experiences, our upbringing, our cultural conditioning. We don't just see the world as it is, but as we've been taught to see it. Consider the Eiffel Tower, the taste of pizza, the image of a Roman centurion. These are not simply a metal structure, a delicious dish, or a historical figure. Instead, they become mental archetypes representing France, Italy, and the cradle of Western civilization, respectively. These archetypes, these mental shorthand we use, influence our understanding of reality. They color our perception, guiding us in how we interpret the world and our place in it. So, the question we must ask ourselves is this: how much of our reality is merely a construct of the mind? Scene script. Consider the Eiffel Tower, a symbol that immediately brings to mind France and more specifically Paris. But why? Well, these cultural archetypes, like the Eiffel Tower, are not just towering feats of engineering or iconic landmarks. They are powerful symbols that encapsulate a wealth of shared experiences, emotions, and cultural narratives. They are like the bookmarks in the storybook of humanity, marking significant chapters in our collective journey. Let's take another example. When you think of pizza, your mind probably jumps straight to Italy. The mere mention of this delicious dish conjures up images of quaint Italian piazzas, the sound of laughter and chatter filling the air, and the tantalizing aroma of a fresh pizza wafting from a nearby trattoria. It's not just about the food, it's about the entire cultural narrative that comes with it. Similarly, the Roman Empire, long fallen, still stands as a powerful symbol of cultural cradle. It reminds us of a time when new ideas, philosophies and forms of government were being born. It's a symbol of our ability to innovate, adapt and create. These archetypes, these symbols, they hold power. They are not simply passive reflections of our reality, they play a crucial role in shaping it. They serve as the threads that weave the colorful tapestry of our shared cultural narrative. These archetypes are not merely passive reflections of our reality, but active creators of it. How does the human brain, a 3-pound mass of jelly, create such intricate realities? Ponder this for a moment. This biological marvel, this extraordinary organ, is the architect of the world we perceive. The brain takes in raw data through our senses: sights, sounds, smells, tastes and touch. In a symphony of neural activity, this information is processed, analyzed and interpreted. This process gives rise to our mental models of the world. These models are not static, oh no, they are constantly revising, evolving and adapting based on new experiences and information. Imagine these models as clay sculptures, being incessantly molded and reshaped by the sculptor, our brain. They are the foundation of our understanding and interaction with the world. When we think of a tree, we don't just visualize a generic tree, but a specific type with a certain color, shape and size. This is the power of our mental models. Now let's draw a parallel between these mental models and cultural archetypes. Just as our brains create models to comprehend the world, we, as a society, form cultural archetypes. These archetypes, like the mental models, are a reflection of our collective experiences and understanding of the world. They anchor us, providing a common ground for communication and connection. In this grand scheme of things, our brains are not just passive receivers of information, but active creators of reality. They shape our individual perceptions and our collective consciousness. So, isn't it fair to say, our brains are the ultimate reality creators? So, what does this all mean for our understanding of reality? Well, we've embarked on a philosophical journey, exploring the creation of mental and cultural archetypes, like the romantic allure of Paris or the historical resonance of the Roman Empire. These are not just abstract concepts, but powerful constructs that shape our perception of the world. We've also delved into the fascinating role of the human brain in this process. It's our brain that interprets these archetypes, assigns meaning to them, and ultimately constructs our unique reality. This suggests a profound truth. Our perception of reality is not a fixed, objective truth. Instead, it's a fluid, ever-evolving construct, subjective and personal to each one of us. It's shaped by our experiences, our culture, our mental archetypes, and our brain's unique interpretation of these elements. In the end, reality is not something we find, but something we create.